A girl accidentally fell for her best friend's dad, and while he was washing up, she went right in for a kiss. Later that night, she even snuck into his bed to make him hers. But their shocking actions were soon discovered by her best friend, who saw the girl wearing her dad's underwear. So to get her back, she went to find the other girl's dad the very next day. The whole story of why these girls are so into dad started 3 days earlier. Vincent and Anthony were as close as brothers. Since both of them were having a tough time with their love lives, they made a plan. They decided to take their daughters, Laura and Mary, on a relaxing trip to the beach. But while the beach was nice, the old family house they were staying at wasn't exactly ideal. The place was run down, had no Wi-Fi, and there were even mice inside. All of this made the girls want to go home. Luckily, Vincent was a fun and charming guy. He quickly cheered them up, and without any internet, his charm was on full display. Before she knew it, Laura found herself really drawn to him. The next day, they went hiking at a canyon waterfall, and this is where things really changed for Laura. She fell for him completely. She and Vincent were rappelling down the waterfall, but the 100-meter drop scared Laura. Luckily, she had a mature guy like Vincent with her. He gently comforted her and even held her close to encourage her. Laura's heart started pounding like crazy. She was now completely smitten with this charming man. Even though Vincent always kept a safe distance from the girl, you could tell from her eyes that she was already plotting something. After the hike, while they were taking off their gear, Laura purposely flashed him. This move caught him completely off guard. He just awkwardly suggested she cover up. He finally breathed a sigh of relief when she did, but he had no idea that was. Later that evening, the four of them went out for a fun night in town. It was time for the monthly party, and Laura wanted to go to a bar for fun, but her strict father said no. On the other hand, Vincent was much more open-minded. Laura didn't care and dragged Mary out, but they didn't expect to run into someone at the party. It was Anthony's ex-girlfriend. This instantly made her change her mind. Of course, sometimes you have to sell out your best friend. For Anthony's happiness, Vincent reluctantly agreed. The pulsing music helped the three of them get into the groove. A woman came over to chat, and in just a few words, the two of them got closer. Laura happened to notice them laughing and talking, which made her super jealous. So she pushed through the loud crowd, interrupted their dancing, and said she wanted to go home. She dragged Vincent away. Seeing his perfect chance just vanish, Vincent felt really let down. But the drinks hadn't worn off yet, so they went back to the dance floor. Laura started dancing closely with him, using the chance to tease him. Afterward, they went to the beach, and Laura made her final move. She suggested they go for a swim in the ocean. He refused without a second thought, but she just went ahead and took off her clothes. On one hand, there was this young woman's temptation. On the other, there were his morals. But in the end, he couldn't resist his deepest desires. Vincent decisively took off his shirt and jumped into the water with a single leap. After playing around, they got back on the shore. Under Laura's intense advances, Vincent finally gave in. "This is my first time." "What did you say?" "This is my first time." As the wave of passion faded, Vincent finally realized the mistake he had made. When he saw his best friend, he felt even more guilty. He thought that if his friend ever found out the truth, he would definitely kill him. From then on, Laura's behavior got even bolder. She started teasing him even more. To cope with his guilt, he had to control himself and keep Laura at a distance. Then, while they were getting breakfast, Mary noticed that her father's shorts were being worn by Laura. She looked up at her, but Laura acted like it was no big deal. "You're not wearing your own pants." Laura didn't pay attention to what she said. Instead, she just changed the subject. When Vincent arrived, he had to face his daughter's judging eyes. She felt so guilty she couldn't even look at her. Thankfully, Mary didn't call her out in public. This let a nervous Vincent relax a bit. Back in the room, Mary confronted her about the shorts. Laura claimed she found them in her suitcase, but it was obvious Mary wasn't buying. Mary was really disappointed, and a rift grew between the best friends. But Laura wasn't about to give up. Later, they all went to the beach, where Laura playfully asked Vincent to put sunscreen on her. He didn't really want to, but he reluctantly agreed. But Laura and her wandering hands completely freaked Vincent out. To avoid any more drama, Vincent decided to go for a swim. But as soon as he left, Laura followed him. He angrily told her she was going way too far and that it would only create a bigger mess. But Mary saw everything from the shore.